Hi, it's Wasabi, welcome back to the channel. I've got a battle today on the Hyphen32 map, I should say. It's Hyphen32 from PD Clan, and he's in the T-34-85M. It's probably one of the best Tier 6 premium tanks, and also across the game. He's partnered with Hyphen Jr., so you guess the relationship between the two of them. And he's in the Japanese heavy tank number 6, which is the Japanese Tiger. Now, let's have a quick look at the battle lineup. So this is a Tier 6 to Tier 7 battle. So he is not quite top tier, but yeah, we'll see how he performs in it. Now, let's just come to the edge of what's called the Magic Forest, and you might ask yourself, why is it called the Magic Forest? Well, one theory is that tanks go in and tanks don't come out. There might be other theories, but that's the one I like. In any case, one of the issues with the Magic Forest is that it's full of little hills, and to get into firing positions, sometimes you need to get on top of the hill. If you get spotted, then tanks outside the forest can fire in and shoot at you. So Hyphen is basically taking up one of those positions, letting the other tanks go forward and spot, and potentially he gets to do the shooting. And a little bit of zoom in and out there. What he's trying to do there is basically keep his awareness of what's going on. He's aiming there for the low front plate on the OI, and he may not have actually access to it, but finally gets one in through the turret. It's his first bit of damage, and there's a T-29 there, and it's the infamous purple biscuits. Surprise, surprise, in a T-29. Bit of more of a forward position than we normally see from that player, but we'll see what happens to him. Now Hyphen's still staying in the same position and shooting at this OI target. Managed to go through the turret again, and not in that case, probably just the top, but finally the OI gets taken out. KB3 is pushed up, and Hyphen almost found some other targets there. So this was saying that tanks sit on top of ridges to get shots down on other tanks, and they become targets. So just something you've got to be aware of in your own situation. Now that his whole team's pushed up, and they're in the middle of the forest there, this might be time for him to move. In fact, it is. So back to the T-34-85M. So it's a bit of a heavy M in that it's got a decentish armour layout and a big alpha gun in terms of its tier. It just lacks a little bit of mobility, but it's the payoff for the amount of armour. But certainly as a medium tank, it's a reasonable choice, and certainly a good credit maker for the tier. Anyway, it's found the side of the T-29. That's Purple Biscuits, who seems to be fixated on the KB3, and he's getting some side shots farming him. And before his last shot lands, the KB3 actually deals with him. Hyphen is lit, but doesn't look like anyone's shooting towards him at this point. He's going to okay, they found a T-52, T-50-2 that is, that's the light tank, and he gets taken out by Hyphen Jr. There's another tank down there, okay, there he is, that's the IKV-65, the tank destroyer. Fires a shot to him, doesn't hit, but seems to track him. Yes, does, tracks him, and there you go, gets tagged twice by two different tank destroyers in two different parts of the map. It's a bit disconcerting when you get multiple hits on you as you're driving the tank. What you hope is there aren't more tanks out there shooting at you at the same time, particularly if you get tracked as a result. In any case, they seem to have cleared out the forest area. There's another tank destroyer at the back there. He's just got the top of him and managed to land the shot. It's always worth taking those shots, even if you think you've got a pixel. And hopefully he'll die in a second, which he does, and there's Hyphen Jr. doing the work on that. That's taken Hyphen up to 1600 hit points of damage. It's just over twice the hit points of his tank. So I guess one of the aspects of good gameplay is keeping your gun working right through the battle, accumulating damage at a consistent rate. That has two effects. One is it helps your team because it's taking damage away from the enemy, makes them more vulnerable, makes the kills easier for your teammates, even if you're not getting the kills yourself. I think we'll just zoom out a little bit there. But also obviously improves your own personal situation and your own personal results. But if you're not getting targets, then relocate is the main message, and that's what Hyphen's doing here. Now there's Hyphen Junior there, he's on relatively full hit points, which is good. Now Hyphen's just pushing up here. Go back into Hyphen's view. And there were some targets on the hill, so they're coming here, but it's a bit of a dangerous spot here as you come out over the edge of the ridge. You can be exposed to light tanks or tank destroyers that are on the edge, particularly around the cap area. There's some bushes there, in fact there's a Jackson, and that Jackson just took out Hype Junior. Now his health must have been taken out by other tanks, so assuming he got lit by the Hellcat, who's also visible there on the mini-map, and Hyphen is managing to punish this Jackson, but he's gone dark now and he doesn't know exactly where he is. Fires another blind shot in. The Hellcat has gone dark, and there's just the KV-13 on the hill last seen, but now he's in a bit of a quandary here. If he's too aggressive and pushes up even if the Jackson doesn't take care of him, the Hellcat on the hill might certainly fire across at him. So he's just looking for shots on that KV-13, and he finally lands one. Again, just a pixel shot, but it's definitely worth taking. You can see the amount of ammunition the T-34-85M carries. This certainly makes it worthwhile doing your blind shots, and the standard rounds are not that expensive. Anyway, he's just looking for an angle on that KV-13, and he's gone dark, so you can see from the mini-map circles he's outside the standard view range for his tank, and he's not running any extras like food, so just be down to his crew skills and whatever equipment he's running. We're not sure there, but nonetheless, yeah, he's doing the right thing here, just staging. There's still 7 minutes to go. Certainly plenty of time to be patient, wait for the team to move up a little bit, do some spotting, and take advantage of the spotting, particularly from here. He's got the chance to do side shots. He's just moving up incrementally, a little bit at a time. 45 TP is up there on the hill, said he'll help him if he spots him go after the target, so that gives him a bit more confidence to move up. Again, just moving up a little bit at a time, checking for tanks that get spotted, seeing if you're getting spotted, being able to pull back. All good tactics in this case. There's that KV-13 again, fires towards him, but just a bit late there. He's again, small hills in that spot, and not bushes, buildings that will get in the way. But that's the Hellcat gone. The Jackson is destroyed. No, the Jackson is still there, it just hasn't been lit for a while. And there's the Styra ML now, he's been lit. Okay, now he's found the strip medium tank. He's starting to take some damage. He's down to 24 hit points. He needs to get the kill shot in. Gets it in. Now the strip may have been on reload there. Fired 3 shots and he's on reload, so that was lucky, but now got some tank destroyers left. And that kill took Hyphen up to 3k of damage. So doing really well, particularly he's a tier 6 in a tier 7 game. So just taking his time, moving up here, taking his opportunities. Got another shot on that KV-13. Doesn't quite do damage, it just ducks out of the way. And he's got the final tank destroyers to get his contribution into. Now he's got the side of the Styra ML. Again, this is just late stage of the game, so plenty of tanks coming from different directions. Little risk. He's 24 hit points, letting him carry himself through the game, and that is the last tank to be destroyed. He gets the kill. It's his second kill, and 3.5k of damage. Let's go and look at the detail. Well, this has become another not ace tanker. video. Got the first class tanker award there, but he did get the high caliber award for the most damage there. And again, not being top tier, that should have given him an ace tanker. We're going to have a look at the detail in a second, but he also got the Confederate award. So combined damage was 4.1k, and he got 2 kills there. Now the team score, let's have a look. 1418 base experience. That would get you an ace tanker in most tanks, but clearly there are some better players out there who have been playing this tank. I won't call it seal clubbing, but you can if you want. KV3 came in second in experience there with 2500, and how did Hyphen Junior go? 1282. So he acquitted himself, but unfortunately, yeah, didn't get probably enough targets there. And the infamous Purple Biscuits did 991 hit points of damage. I'll leave you to take that up with the owner. And the Hellcat and Jackson, that really were punishing people. Yeah, did the most damage on the enemy team there. Anyway, this is more about Hyphen than anyone else, so let's go on to his personal situation. 37 shots fired. Used about 2/3 of the ammo on the tank. 26 connected and 20 of those penetrated. And that gave me his damage total there, with a fair bit more than half fired at more than 300 meters distance. I'm surprised he didn't get the tank sniper award, but then there were those tank destroyers in the game. So got some personal reserve bonuses running, as well as battle payments from the clan. That gave him a total amount, including the tax he paid on ammunition, because he used all of his premium ammunition. He still made 75k, which for tier 6 is pretty outstanding result. And there were some payouts on them in terms of experience as well, so you end up making 11.5k of experience. A great game there for Hyphen, and yeah, quite a shame that he didn't get the ace tanker. It's definitely worthy from a result perspective. In any case, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. We'll have more great battles like this for you through the week, and thanks for watching.